So kakatapos lang ng pinaka-prestigious na title sa PBA, ang All-Filipino Conference or ang PBA Philippine Cup. So yun nga, champion yung San Miguel Beermen. And ang finals MVP natin ay si Junmar Fajardo. Very deserving, just very dominant player. Sobrang galing lang talaga eh. And kasama dito yung pagiging pinakaunang recipient ng the Ramon Fernandez Finals MVP trophy ng PBA. And yun nga, dahil nga nanalo na naman yung San Miguel for the 1 millionth time, lumabas na naman yung mga usap-usapan sa social media about kay Coach Leo Austria. Na-bring up na to dati, marami nang nag-raise nung questions na to dati about kay Coach Leo Austria na magaling nga bang coach si Coach Leo Austria or swerte lang ba siya dahil malakas yung lineup niya. Okay, so San Miguel won the 2025 to 2026 PBA Philippine Cup title by beating the TNT Tropang 5G in Game 6 sa score na 92 to 77. Junmar Fajardo, the finals MVP, scored 29 points and then while CJ Perez also chipped in with 19 points and then si Rodney Brondial with 15 and then si Marshall Lassiter with 13 points and si Chris Ross with 9 points. TNT naman was led by Calvin Oftana with 28 points and then Jordan Heading each with 14 points and si Poy Eram with 11 points. So yung flow ng game na yun is basically SMB jumped out early, led 26 to 10 after the first and basically kept control through the fourth quarter hanggang matapos yung game. SMB's early punch pretty much decided yung clincher ng game na yun. Honestly, nung pinapanood ko yung game, it was a pretty one-sided game. I knew it was a hard game for TNT to win, lalo na ganun ka naging dominant ito si Junmar Fajardo. So, it's almost impossible to stop. Ayun nga yung kinalabasan, nanalo yung SMB and JMF as the finals MVP dun sa series na yun. So, ngayon naman, ito yung mga historical details na nagmamatter or mga naghanap. So, the PBA Press Corps introduced the Ramon Fernandez Trophy as the finals MVP award starting with the Philippine Cup Finals. So, si Junmar Fajardo yung nanalo ng MVP award na yun and became the first ever recipient of the Ramon Fernandez Trophy. ABS-CBN reported that Junmar's reaction, noting his appreciation and the significance of being the first recipient of an award named after Ramon Fernandez. So kung fan ka kasi talaga, that's a great detail because it adds prestige to the finals MVP recognition. And Junmar being the first winner makes it a clean era maker. And at the same time, lagi naman sinasabi ni Junmar Fajardo na idol niya itong si Ramon Fernandez eh. So yun, di ba? Parang ang ganda lang nun na idol mo yung, ikaw yung unang nanalo nung trophy na pinangalan dun sa idol mo. So yung storya nung naganap na finals na yon, it was about pretty much two things. Unang-una is yung speed ng TNT and perimeter creation, trying to stretch the floor versus San Miguel's size, rebounding, and half-court execution. And in a long series, TNT's best moments came when they got clean looks and forced SMB into scramble defense. SMB's best moments naman came when they controlled the paint, obviously with Junmar, when they won the physical possessions and stayed composed late in the game. And then Game 6 naman, medyo one-sided nga siya. Pinakita niya yung formula ng SMB very clearly na big start, disciplined pace, and enough scoring balance to avoid a late collapse. Which is ganun nga yung nangyari sa mga previous games kung saan biglang nakakahabol pa yung TNT sa end. So they need to start strong and keep the momentum going. I think na-report ko siya dun sa mga previous videos ko about dito. And yun nga yung ginawa ng SMB and yun nga, enough for them to win the title. So speaking of that, magka-capitalize lang ako dun sa topic na yun. Ito yung mga nakita ko na bagay na ginawa ng SMB to pretty much, get the clincher. So, unang-una is they put TNT in a hole early. And yun, kaya sabi ko kanina, they have to start early and keep that momentum. So, 26 to 10 after one quarter is, di lang siya parang good start eh. It changes play calling and it forces TNT into a quicker shots. It makes every small run feel urgent. Kasi early momentum siya and then ang laki kagad nung lamang. Parang umpisa pa lang, pinaghahabol mo na yung TNT. And alam na yun ng SMB kasi nga nadaanan na nila yun sa previous games na hindi nila kayang or di nila afford na magkaroon ng ganong klaseng run yung TNT, diba? So, pangalawa is yung supporting cast hit. It wasn't only Junmar Fajardo, Perez, Brondial, Lassiter, Chris Ross. Lahat sila nagbigay ng real value dun sa game na yun. Lalo na si Chris Ross, para sa akin, who plays really good defense. Still, at this point ng career niya, one of the better defenders sa PBA PBA or one of the best. That matters because in all Filipino finals, yung depth and familiarity can decide games. And then third, they finish strong. So, yun nga yung isang narrative dun sa mga previous videos ko is di nila afford na magkaroon ng run yung TNT sa endgame. So, yun nga, they need to start strong, keep the momentum going, and hopefully magtuloy-tuloy hanggang sa end para hindi na mabigyan ng chance yung TNT na magkaroon ng malaking run. And ito naman yung mga bagay na napansin ko na parang, ito yung kailangan ng TNT para manalo sana or masustain man lang. Pero obviously, hindi nangyari sa game. And yun nga, sa side ng TNT, Calvin Oftana scoring 28 points is not a problem. The problem is the early deficit and the limited margin for error after that. Kasi nga, kapag lumamang na ng ganun kalaki talaga yung SMB sa umpisa, yung margin for error mo for the rest of the games is paliit na ng paliit. Diba? So, Calvin Oftana scoring 28 points, ano pa yung kailangan niya? Hindi naman niya kayang umiscore ng 50 points sa finals. Diba? Kung ganun, kailangan magkaroon ng perfect game ng marami sa mga players ng TNT. And yun yung mga bagay na talagang mahirap gawin. In an all-Filipino clincher, you cannot start a quarter down 16. It removes your ability to play patiently. And when you get rushed, shot quality drops. And turnovers feel heavier, and defensive lapses becomes automatic points. Yes, TNT did get points from heading and ARAM, but the overall gap was, too big once SMB had the rhythm and control. So, yun. And ngayon naman, pag-usapan naman natin yung trending online question again na laging nabibring up every time na nanalo yung SMB at si Coach Leo Austria yung coach nila. So, is Leo Austria actually a good coach or is he just lucky? Kapag nanalo ka ng isang title, people can say luck. Gets ko yun. And if you win consistently over multiple seasons with different supporting casts and different series problems, I think that is coaching, or malaking part nun talaga ay coaching, hindi ba? Siyempre, a coach can be blessed with talent, yes, but managing talent is also a skill. San Miguel's identity is not random. They have a repeatable approach, physicality, execution, role definition, and late game poise. That takes structure and buy-in. Also, there's a recent piece from Tiebreaker Times where Junmar Fajardo publicly defended Coach Leo Austria and credited him as a major reason behind SMB's sustained success. So my answer to the question is, yes, Coach Leo Austria is actually a good coach. And ang tanong, swerte nga lang ba siya to have good players? Obviously, di ba? Pero you can't take away that he is also a good coach. If you're really familiar with basketball, if you're a basketball person, if you have experience coaching, one of the things talaga na mahirap gawin is mag-coach ng pool of all-stars. Kagaya ng roster ng San Miguel na hanggang sa dulo ng bench pwedeng superstar sa PBA, di ba? And it takes really a good coach to be able to manage yung team na yon or mabalasa yung ganong klaseng team, and which I think SMB is doing great, di ba? And kitang-kita mo na yan sa history sa UAAP, sa NBA. Halos hindi na coachable yung team na punong-puno ng all-stars eh. And just because puro all-star yung team mo, it doesn't mean na malakas ka na automatically and that you're gonna win all the way, di ba? Maraming ego problems dyan, buying in with the system, kasi lahat nga may superstar mentality. So it takes a good leader and a good coach to be able to manage that team at para mag-buy-in silang lahat so kung ano yung tinuturo mo sa team. So yes, Coach Leo Austria is lucky to have a really good roster, but he is also a very good coach and I vouch for that. Okay, so balikan naman natin ulit yung PBA Finals. Why does this title matter for SMB's legacy? All Filipino titles are a big deal because you win them without imports. It's the best test para sa local depths ng mga teams sa PBA. That's why the Philippine Cup is treated as parang yung crown jewel ng conferences sa PBA. And winning the Philippine Cup reinforces that San Miguel's core is still elite. Despite the aging superstars na sila Marcio, sila Chris Rosen, sila Junmar, it's basically saying na ira pa rin namin to. Si Junmar pa rin ang MVP, siya pa rin ang pinakamalakas. Not just historical, basically. And the Ramon Fernandez Trophy detail gives the season a first edition historical marker that fans will always remember. So recap lang, San Miguel Beermen wins the Philippine Cup title by beating TNT 92-77 in Game 6. Junmar Fajardo wins Finals MVP and becomes the first player to receive the Ramon Fernandez Trophy. And then yung isang debate naman about Coach Leo Austria. Yes, Coach Leo Austria is a great coach for me. And I think yung consistency ng San Miguel supports that narrative.